Welcome, mythology lovers, and welcome back to In the Shadow of Myths. Today, we are taking a journey to the cradle of human civilization, back to the ancient sands of Mesopotamia and the mysterious world of the Sumerians. We are going to explore legendary creatures that made even the mighty gods tremble, monsters that struck fear and awe across the ancient Middle East for thousands of years. From a monstrous bird that stole the very fabric of the universe, to demonic giants guarding impenetrable forests, to bulls that shattered the heavens, and the very first dragons of the ancient world. If you are ready, let's step into the dark and fascinating world of Sumerian monsters. Our first legendary creature is the undisputed ruler of the skies, and one of the greatest headaches the gods ever faced, the Anzu bird, also known in Sumerian as Imdugud. Anzu was a terrifying monster with the massive body of an eagle and the roaring head of a lion. With a single flap of its colossal wings, it could summon devastating sandstorms. But what makes Anzu so incredibly important in Sumerian mythology isn't just its terrifying appearance, it is its sheer audacity. According to the myth, Enlil, the god of wind and storms, possessed the tablets of destiny. These tablets held all the secrets of the universe, containing the absolute authority of the gods and the cosmic codes that kept reality itself functioning. Anzu, craving this unparalleled power, waited until the great god Enlil was washing himself. In a bold and catastrophic move, the Anzu bird swooped down and stole the tablets of destiny. The moment the tablets were taken, the order of the entire universe collapsed. Time stopped, the laws of nature unraveled, and utter chaos reigned. The gods were terrified and none dared to face Anzu, who now held the power of the cosmos in his talons. That is, until the warrior god Ninurta stepped forward. The epic sky-shattering battle between Ninurta and Anzu finally ended through Ninurta's brilliant tactics and his relentless arrows. The legend of the Anzu bird remains one of the most striking examples of the eternal war between order and chaos in ancient Sumerian belief. Now, we descend from the stormy skies down to the deepest, most impenetrable parts of the earth. We stand before the absolute ruler and guardian of the cedar forest, Humbaba, also known as Huwawa. Placed there by the god Enlil specifically to protect the sacred forest from mortals, this colossal demonic entity is one of the most unforgettable figures in the epic of Gilgamesh. Just the sight of Humbaba was enough to freeze the blood in your veins. Ancient clay tablets describe him vividly. His roar is a flood, his mouth is fire, and his breath is death. It was said that his face was a grotesque, twisting labyrinth made of a single continuous line, resembling coiled human intestines. He was the living embodiment of the wild, untamable, and deadly forces of nature. When Gilgamesh, the king of Uruk, and his blood brother Enkidu challenged Humbaba to gain eternal glory, they were effectively declaring war on nature itself. With the help of 13 violent winds sent by the sun god Shamash, the two heroes managed to pin down and slay this terrifying guardian. But the death of Humbaba was not a simple victory. It was the beginning of a tragic chain of events that would draw the terrible wrath of the gods. The tragic consequences of Humbaba's death bring us directly to our next mythical beast, Gugalana, the bull of heaven. Gilgamesh's heroic exploits had caught the eye of Ishtar, the powerful goddess of love and war. However, Gilgamesh bluntly rejected Ishtar's advances, harshly reminding her of the cruel and twisted fate she had inflicted on all her previous lovers. Humiliated and blinded by rage, Ishtar demanded revenge. She cornered the supreme sky god Anu, threatening to raise the dead to eat the living if he did not release the ultimate weapon of the skies, Gugalana, the bull of heaven. When Gugalana descended to earth, it brought absolute apocalypse to the city of Uruk. With every snort and breath, the massive beast opened giant sinkholes that swallowed hundreds of men whole. It drank from the Euphrates River, nearly drying it up, and completely destroyed the crops. As Uruk faced total annihilation, Gilgamesh and Enkidu joined forces once more. Enkidu bravely grappled with the beast, grabbing it by its horns and tail, while Gilgamesh struck the fatal blow, plunging his sword into the creature's neck. Although the heroes defeated this colossal monster, slaughtering a divine beast belonging to the gods was the final straw. For this ultimate act of mortal arrogance, the gods decreed that Enkidu must pay with his life, cursing him with a fatal illness. Gugalana stands as the ultimate symbol of humanity's rebellion against the divine and the incredibly heavy price paid for it. In the final part of our journey, we delve into the darkest corners of Mesopotamian myth to look at the ancient dragons, Usumgalu and Mushusu. You might be surprised to know that Mesopotamian mythology is actually the birthplace of the dragon figure, long before it appeared in Western folklore. Mushusu translates from Sumerian as the furious serpent or splendid serpent. We know this creature best from the breathtaking, vibrant blue reliefs on the famous Ishtar Gate of Babylon. Mushusu is a mesmerizing hybrid. It has the scaly body and long neck of a serpent, the powerful front legs of a lion, the vicious, taloned hind legs of an eagle, and a horned head. Originally, it was a wild, untamed monster of the underworld, but over centuries of myth-making, it was tamed and became the sacred mountain protector of high gods like Marduk. Usumgalu, on the other hand, is a terrifying dragon demon frequently mentioned in Sumerian texts. Often serving in the monstrous armies of chaos goddesses like Tiamat, Usumgalu is usually described as a venomous, bloodthirsty hybrid of a lion and a dragon. In the grand cosmic wars of the gods, particularly in the Babylonian epic of creation, it was one of the most horrifying creatures representing pure chaos. Both Mushusu and Usumgalu are mythological reflections of the ancient Mesopotamians' deep primal fear of the unknown and the deadly predators that lurk just beyond the safety of their city walls. Sumerian mythology is rich not just with tales of temperamental gods, but with the stories of these awe-inspiring monsters. The bold rebellion of Anzu, the tragic fall of Humbaba, the destructive fury of Gugalana, and the dark majesty of dragons like Mushusu. These creatures are a perfect summary of what people felt thousands of years ago when they looked up at violent storms, stared into the dark wild forests, or gazed at the unpredictable night sky. They are immortal legacies born from the darkness, right at the dawn of civilization. That brings us to the end of this episode here at In the Shadow of Myths. Which of these ancient Mesopotamian monsters is your favorite? Let me know down in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into mythology, ancient history, and legends. Until our next video where dark myths are brought to light, stay in the shadow of myths.